geared chimps, start with a sniper in the top left corner of the middle cog. Put it about where I put it, set it to strong. Make sure auto start is turned on for round 6, very important. Then get a dart, place it next to the horizontal track, set it to last, and then you can hit play. You want auto start to be on for round 7, and then during round 7 turn off auto start. That way you're guaranteed to beat round 7. At the end of round 7, get another sniper and place it to the right of the first sniper, and again make sure it's set to strong. So this is my magnum opus. It is geared, one of the hardest maps in the game, with the Axis of Havoc achievement, which in this current version of Balloons is actually quite hard to do because Elite Defender sucks so badly. But luckily we managed to eke out a win with all the other towers, so we could buy Elite Defender as kind of a token. So at the end of round 9, get a third sniper, place it below the second sniper, exactly where I do, and make sure you set it to strong. So now you should have 3 snipers in the exact same positions as I do, all set to strong. And that one little dart monkey set to last. So this early game is a little bit difficult. There's a bit of micro involved, but it's much more enjoyable than having to micro Geraldo, in my opinion. Although Geraldo's cool. Round 11, just hit play. I recommend having auto start off for all of the rounds, but in the middle of the game you will see me have a lot of rounds with auto start on. But anyhow, get a 4th sniper, place it to the top right, between the 2 teeth in the gear that look like inverted Ys, and make sure you set it to strong. Before round 13, set that 4th sniper to first. If you don't, you will lose. So strong for round 12, and then first for round 13 on that 4th sniper. What I recommend you do is let the cog, so the middle gear, turn entirely before you hit play for a new round, just to make sure there's as little RNG as possible. Before round 15, set that 4th sniper to strong again. All of these micros are 100% necessary. If you don't do these, you will lose. Round 15, as long as you have all 4 snipers set to strong, you will never ever lose. So at the end of 15, get Psy, put him to the top left of your 4th sniper, make sure he's set to strong, and then you can hit play again. This is going to be a bit of a longer guide because there's just so much of a pause between the rounds, thanks to auto start off. And also there's a bit of micro at the start and at the end. Before round 18, set your bottom right sniper to first and give your 4th sniper faster firing. Again, if you don't do both of these, you will lose. Actually no, if you don't get faster firing, you'll still beat it. If you don't set the bottom sniper to first, you will lose. So at the end of 18, get even faster firing on that top sniper. Before 21, get a druid and place it right next to the horizontal entrance of the track and set it to strong. Then set your right sniper to first, and then set that bottom sniper back to strong. So all 3 of the middle snipers should be on strong, and that right sniper should be on first. Even if you do all of this, there is still sometimes some RNG with 21, which is why you want to use size ability. Whenever you see blues getting too far down the track, so right there, even with size ability, there is sometimes a tiny bit of RNG and you lose on 21. If you do, rip, but it happens. After 21, get Thorn Swarm. Leave the Druid on strong. 21 is the most RNG dependent round of the entire run, so if you survive 21, you should be good the rest of the way. Give your druid Heart of Oak whenever you want, before 27. It's pretty useless right now, so we just need to get it so we can afford Druid of the Jungle. 25, 26, no problems at all. Again, just remember to let the gear turn the entire distance before you hit play. Before round 27, get Druid of the Jungle, and then set your Druid to first. That's extremely important. Getting Druid of the Jungle makes round 27 super easy, which makes it worth it to have that really RNG based round 21. So at the end of 27, get Hard Thorns. It's not needed to beat 27. At the end of 30, get a village and place it in the top right corner there. Make sure that all of the towers are in range, so all 4 snipers and Sai should be in range with no problem. Place it on that kind of left indent in the gear, and then just hit play. Get monkey business on the village after 31. Then get monkey commerce at the end of 32. The great thing about this is we don't really need to do too much buying and selling at the moment. Well, not selling, just buying at the moment, because Sai can solo 33 by himself, which is awesome. I love Sai, he's the GOAT. So anytime before 36, get shrapnel shot on your top sniper. You don't need it for any rounds except 36, so just get it earlier, probably makes the rounds go faster, which on this map is really nice because these runs are long. 35 hit play, you shouldn't have any problems with any of this. Make sure those bottom snipers are set to strong. Druid is set to first and the top sniper is also set to first. Sai will always target strong. We don't ever change his targeting. On any run, ever. 36, we only need the shrapnel shot to deal with the camos. The camo green regens, so... Anyhow. Continue to just wait for the gear to turn and then hit play. .37 and 38 should be no problem at all. This setup can pretty much beat everything except the Moab, but we're about to resolve that little problem. At the end of 38, get a second village, put it as close to the first village as you can and as high as possible. This placement really isn't that difficult. Take your time if you feel you need to. But essentially, when you buy the discount upgrades, all of those 3 snipers should be double discounted. If they're not, don't worry too much. Get semi-auto on the bottom sniper after you get the double discount. And then on the highest sniper, get 101, so full metal jacket and fast firing, hit play. Then get even faster firing and large caliber in the middle of the round. You want to be spamming the buttons just so that the top sniper is in range of both villages. Because otherwise you can't afford it if it's not in range of both discounts. Round 40, stun when the Moab turns the corner. This isn't actually necessary at all, but it helps to just deal with some RNG. That can happen on 40, happened one time. So I recommend you stun, but you do not have to, at all. Right now we're just waiting for the villages to again be at the bottom in range of those COG snipers. All of these rounds are completely hands-free, no RNG or anything like that. Semi-auto just does work, so no problems. Buff Elite Defender, by the way, this run is much easier. Like, this map is a lot easier probably with comcom and E-Sniper and Cripple Moab, but with the Axis achievement, we have to use Elite Defender, which sucks right now. But anyway, at the end of 46, get bigger radius on the right village, and then place a heli to the left of the villages, in range of both, as high as possible, in range of both villages. Give it Moab Shove, and Pursuit, so 203 on the heli. Then on your top sniper, get 022, and then 032, so Bouncing Bullet as soon as you can in the middle of 47. Again, that sniper should be in range of double discounts. On the middle sniper, give it 110, in range of both discounts. So take 47 a bit slow, just so you can buy all those things in the mid-round. Don't buy Shrapnel yet, because the red sniper is not in range of the other village, so we'll buy Shrapnel after, on the middle sniper. During 48, or at the end of 48, get an Alk in range of both discounts, as close to the heli as possible, and give it Berserker Brew and Stronger Acid and Perishing Potions. Get Comanche Defense at the end of 51. And Comanche Defense with the new 37.0 buff is pretty awesome. Not as broken as it was during 37.0, considering we're now in 37.3, but still, it's quite good. At the end of 54, get an Alk and place it as close to your Bouncing Bullet as possible, so exactly where I do, and then give it 320. Then give your red sniper Shrapnel Shot. Then hit play. And give your middle sniper Large Caliber. Then give your top sniper, or your 202 sniper, Deadly Precision. As soon as you can. Again, take 55 a bit slow, just so you can buy all that stuff in range of double discounts. You do have a good bit of time to buy the stuff if you slow it down. The gear does not move that fast, so you should have enough time to buy all that stuff. Get Stronger Stim on your top Alchemist during 58. That's going to make the Comanche defense just super strong. .59 camo leads, no problem. As you've probably gathered by now, this mid-game consists purely of just buying upgrades when the villages are at the bottom of the map. So the few rounds that the villagers are in range of all the snipers, we want to buy our upgrades and save on that money. Because the mid-game is really, really easy, so you needn't worry too much about it. During 62, before 63, really, get Supply Drop on your Bouncing Bullet, and set it to first. You should probably set it to first when you make it Bouncing Bullet, so like during round 50 or whenever, but I completely forgot, but that's okay. Just make sure it's on first before 63, and you'll be fine. After 63, get stronger stim on your middle alchemist, so the ones that's targeting those 3 snipers. And after that, you can just turn on auto start, because it's like impossible to lose with this setup in the mid game. So if you're kind of lazy like me and you want the game to go a lot faster, which trust me you do, just turn on auto start. There won't be any problems. You should turn it off at the start of 78. I kind of forget and I turn it off at the end of 89, but I still am fine because the setup is kind of strong. So yeah, you can keep it on for a solid like 25 rounds. Although I wouldn't exactly recommend it. Get Elite Sniper and make sure you set it back to first. That is extremely important. As a general rule, Elite priority is really only good for the bottom path snipers, but even on this run we don't use it for the bottom path snipers, so sniper. So yeah, Elite priority not that good, but Elite Sniper really, really good. The best sniper in the game at the moment. So I think this run was mainly possible due to the fact that Cripple Moab got a massive buff to deal with Elite Defenders, to kind of balance out Elite Defenders' terrible nerf and just how bad it is right now. But yeah, it's an awesome run. I'm super happy with it. During 79, under double discount, get Deadly Precision on the middle sniper of the cog, and then get May Moab on that middle sniper. And then set your top sniper in that cog to first. I put it on Elite here, but it literally doesn't do anything. Like, that sniper is kind of useless for now, but he's going to be crucial later on. He's the silent hero of this run. That little stripy orange sniper. Around 80, we got Cripple before 80, which is important. Maim, excuse me, before 80, which is important. We're going to get Cripple pretty soon, because the early 80s give you an absolute ton of cash. Watch Elite Sniper just kind of destroy everything. You shouldn't need any abilities from like around 40 till round like 91, I believe, so it's a very chill mid game. If you have some horrendous RNG with alch buffs or something, just use Size first or second ability. If Size at the bottom of the map, use the second. If he's in range of the track, use the first. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Just use those as kind of contingencies, backup plans, whatever you need to. Just to make sure you don't lose. But yeah, nothing like that happens pretty much ever. And certainly not in this run. So during 84 ASAP, get Cripple Moab on that middle sniper. Then get May Moab on the other stripy sniper, and then set him to first, very important. Then get jungle drums on the village that has bigger radius on it. And you should turn off auto start before 90 if you haven't. Actually, 90 gets destroyed. You can keep it on for 90, but I'd recommend you just turn it off now. Get full auto rifle. You don't need this to beat round 90 at all. But yeah, we're just kind of pre-preparing, pre-buying stuff. So for 91, you want to make sure that your cripple Moab is on first, so do that before the round. I did it a bit late because I forgot, but luckily it didn't end up losing me the round. But make sure your cripple's on first before 91. That way all your snipers should be on first. During 91, once the BFBs get in size blast range, use size first ability, and then use your second ability when you think that the Moabs are getting a bit too far down the track. There is a bit of RNG with 91, but if you time your abilities properly, you should be able to avoid that. 91 is actually one of the hardest rounds of the run. 92, no problems at all. Get radar scanner before 93. Get MIB, in fact, before 93, just so that your Comanche can hit DDTs all the time. You don't actually need the MIB to beat 93, but we need it to beat 95, so you may as well just get it now. So 94. Normally you don't need any abilities on this round, but depending on some bad RNG, you may need to. So 94, no problems. If you get some horrendous RNG, you may have to, but they really don't even make it past like the halfway mark. Make sure that your main is on strong before 95, and your cripple is on first, your elite sniper on first, and your full auto on first. So main Moab to strong before 95, but cripple to first. .95, once you see a DDT, just slow it down, because we do need to use an ability here, but it's very reliable. Once you see a DDT, get close to turning the track, use size, second ability, and he just kind of mauls everything. With a tip with this ability is use it earlier rather than later. If it seems like it's going to turn the corner, like any balloon is going to turn the corner to the final horizontal, just use the ability. After 95, get a glue as close to the left as you can, but while still being in range of the MIB. So my placements on this run were a little bad, so the glue doesn't see too much of the track, but make it a 023 glue, make sure it's in range of the MIB before 96. And this glue, you can actually beat 96 without it, but I use it because we can afford it and it pretty much guarantees victory on 96. 96, you don't need to use that ability at all. You can use it if you'd like, but you don't need to at all. .97, you already know this is one of the most pathetic rounds in CHIMPS history. I always talk bad about it whenever I do a CHIMPS guide. Yeah, the ZOMGs don't even make it out of the entrance. We don't even see a Fort ZOMG on 97, which is kind of embarrassing. So before 98, set your cripple to strong and set your maim to first. Very, very important. If you don't, you lose. Get elite defender before 98, and then get a second glue in range of both villages as left as possible, so seeing as much of the track as possible in range of 2 villages. Give it 013 and set it to strong. 98's one of the hardest rounds in the run, so take it slow. And we place Psy and the Elite Defender there pretty much for this round. Get glue splatter on the second glue whenever you can during 98. I got it a little bit late, but that's okay. Take 98 slow. Depending on some RNG factors, it may look like 9, it may look like they're getting a bit further, a bit quicker. But as soon as you see no more ZOMGs on the screen, blast size first ability. So as soon as those ZOMGs get popped, blast size first ability. And then once you see the Moabs getting a bit too far down, close to that final horizontal, you can blast the second ability. So the timing for the second ability will be different based on some RNG factors, but you should never lose as long as you time the first one properly, i.e. when the ZOMGs get popped by Cripple Moab. Before 99, get a Spectre, place it right where I do between the villagers and the Elite Defender, and give it 130. Make sure it's in range of double discounts and jungle drums. Hit play for 99, you can speed it up, just make sure you're spamming the Spike Storm buy screen. 99 is super easy, goes down really, really easy. And then round 100, seems hard, hit Spike Storm off cooldown, and easy win. You don't even need Spike Storm to beat the bad with this setup, but it just makes it faster. And plus we have the money for it, so why not? And there you go, there's your amazing, kinda easy, Black Border on Geared with Psy, the greatest of all time. And Axis of Havoc, one of the harder achievements in Chimps. As you can see, I just got the have one of each tier 5 sniper in one game on Chimps. Hope you enjoyed.